So earlier I was just scrolling through my computer and I actually came across my personal statement which I wrote 4 years ago to get into pharmacy school. So I thought when I was applying I was looking for examples of people's personal statements and there wasn't much out there. So I've decided it would be a good idea for me to share what I wrote in my personal statement to give people either as an inspiration about what to write, or if you're just interested to see what I wrote in my personal statement, stay watching and you get to find out. For those of you who might not know what a personal statement is in the UK you have to apply to university through a system called UCAS. A personal statement is like a short summary of why the university should let you in. A lot of work goes into the personal statement because it's basically the only thing the university get to judge you on, which in pharmacy gets you to interview, and then after the interview you can get into the pharmacy school. But without a good personal statement, the university isn't going to offer you the opportunity to interview. So yeah, my personal statement, let me just open it up. Okay, so the first paragraph. A pharmacist has to have great communication, interpersonal and leadership skills. These are skills that I have always demonstrated through my academic, sport, social and work life. I decided to study pharmacy because the career is perfect for me as it links sciences like chemistry, biology and psychology with good social and communication skills. It is a subject that I will work hard at and be fully committed to through higher education and beyond. I think that's a good opening paragraph. See, I'm not the best at English, but yeah, I like that. So now I'm nearly going to become a pharmacist. Well, I'm 6 months away. Do I agree with that first paragraph? So yeah, a pharmacist has to have great communication, interpersonal and leadership skills. So you definitely have to have good communication and interpersonal skills, because you speak to a whole lot of people every day, whether that's patients or other members of teams, whether that's doctors, nurses, physios, speech and language therapists. It's just a whole wide range. This is like speaking as from hospital, but it'd be same in the community. You see a whole wide range of people and you have to interact with them. So leadership skills, yeah, you need good leadership skills, especially as you get more senior in your role. But as like a pre-reg and like a junior pharmacist, you don't need leadership skills as much as communication and interpersonal skills. But it's always good to take on leadership roles if you can, just to add to your CV. It just makes you a better candidate in the future. So I decided to study pharmacy because the career is perfect for me as it links sciences like chemistry, biology and psychology with good social and communication skills. I find it quite funny how before starting pharmacy I'd done 1 week work experience, and I'm writing pharmacy is perfect for me, but so far it's been pretty good, so I can't really complain too much, but we'll see how it goes. So it's a subject that I work hard at and be fully committed to through higher education and beyond. So far I'm still here, so I wasn't lying in the personal statement. Okay, so paragraph 2. Through school I have had a deep interest in the sciences, especially chemistry, biology and psychology. So those are actually the subjects I took for A-level. They're my three subjects I took for A2. Learning about how the body works and how it can be affected by diseases like tuberculosis and cured by drugs like antibiotics have fascinated me due to the complexity of how different body systems interact with each other. I would like to study pharmacy as it allows me to continue learning about these subjects in a clinical environment that will lead to a beneficial career. I realise that pharmacy contains a lot of information that I will need to engage with. For me, this is not a daunting task, and I cannot wait to begin studying the wide spectrum of drugs that are so essential for healthcare. My 4A grades at AS level show that I can cope with a large increase in academic workload, and I am confident that I can do this again at university. Man, just reading this, like, I miss A-levels. A-levels are so calm. But it's true, yeah, learning how the body works. I've always enjoyed sciences really. I'm not sure why I wrote tuberculosis, like, of everything. I think we might have just learned about it when I was writing my personal statement. I always wanted to go to university, but I always wanted to do something that kind of just leads into a job. I didn't want to finish university and then not know what to do. So that's what really pushed me towards pharmacy. So for me personally, the truthful reason why I chose pharmacy out of like all the medical careers that led to a job is that I didn't really want to touch people. Yeah, I'm not really a close contact kind of guy. I thought, yeah, pharmacy, you're just not, it's not so hands-on, like, so yeah, I didn't really want to touch people. So I thought, yeah, pharmacy, this could be for me. And I initially wanted to be a community pharmacist because I did my work experience in a community pharmacy, and to be honest, I enjoyed that like a lot. I had big dreams of being the next Boots, having like loads of different chains around. But actually like having experience in community pharmacy over these last 4 years, I thought, yeah, no, that's not really for me. So I'm going down kind of the hospital route now. 4 A grades at AS level. So as I've said, I did chemistry, biology, psychology. I also did sports in year 12. So they were my 4 subjects, and I dropped sports studies. After attending several pharmacy open days at universities, I understand that pharmacy is a structured degree which gives exposure to different areas of the workplace through placements, which will lead to a much better understanding of working life. I also attended a pharmacy taster course at the University of Nottingham. Here I learnt about dyspepsia and different drugs that can be given to treat it and their mechanisms. This confirmed that the scientific background in pharmacy is something that I am interested in, for example, organic chemistry and human biology, as I have enjoyed it at A-level. After my work experience at a local pharmacy, I learned that pharmacists are expected to do an increasing amount, from formulating drugs to dispensing, health checks, and advising the public. The level of organisation and business sense needs to be high to ensure that care is always given of the highest order. I can't remember how many open days I went to actually. So I looked at the 5 unis that I applied to was, so it was Nottingham. I knew before I applied I wanted to go to Nottingham. I just liked it from the open day. I was like, yeah, this is for me. Then I went to Manchester, Brighton. I remember going to Cardiff's open day. Where else did I go? I think that might have been all the open days I went to. But yeah, all of them had little taster sessions, so I thought, it's experience, so I'll write it down. And I find it quite funny how, so I'm writing here that I'm interested in organic chemistry. So at the time, I actually thought I was interested in organic chemistry. So I actually nearly did chemistry at university until I realised that I was actually good at just learning the mark schemes. Because like in A-level, they just repeat the same questions year after year after year. And all I would do was do all my revision from the mark scheme. So I'd literally just know the mark schemes like word for word. So when they ask a question, I would know exactly what to write down. So I got to university and it was more like theoretical. And yeah, nah. It wasn't for me at all, but I got through it, but yeah, nah. I'm so glad I didn't do chemistry at university. Being appointed as a senior prefect shows that I am reliable and can work effectively in a large team, giving guidance and direction to others. It also shows that I have good communication skills, which I know is essential for an efficient practicing pharmacist. Patients need to be presented with information with utmost clarity so they understand exactly how to take their medicine safely. My job as a tennis leader and an assistant in a children's holiday camp provides further evidence to show that I have excellent communication and leadership skills, as I am required to manage and control groups of children. To do this, instructions must be given clearly, but also in an empathetic manner to hold the children's attention. These skills are also needed when working in a team of adults in the workplace. and are essential for the smooth, effective management of a team. So I remember senior prefect days. So my jobs were actually, they were really good for increasing my communication and leadership skills. So yeah, I definitely had to put those in. So yeah, if you do have any jobs, just make sure they go in there and big yourself up. So I've played a range of team and individual sports, including hockey, rugby and tennis. I was recently voted first team hockey player of the year by my fellow players and coaches at school, demonstrating that I am an effective team player. I have also participated as a scout for many years, where I also learned how to work in a team as well as being more independent. So yeah, a lot of you might not know, but I did used to do the scouts. It was a while ago. Well, I think I would have wrote this in year 12, and I'm pretty sure I did scouts in like primary school. I was clutching at straws a bit, but you know, if you did it, you put it in. For those of you who didn't know, I did play hockey at school. You can see a picture of me just there. I did enjoy it. It was a good sport, but you know, had to start American football at uni. As I have proven, I hold all the skills to develop into an excellent pharmacist, and I am willing to put in the hard work to achieve this goal of mine. There we go. That's the end of my personal statement. It was good to actually go through and look at that. It's really brought back some memories, some good time. Just looking at the personal statement, just remember to big yourself up. Don't be modest at all. This is all you get to show the university like who you are and what you have. So if you did like a small thing, make it look big. As long as you can back it up in the interview, write it in there. So there it is, my personal statement. Hope you liked going through it. It all worked out for me. Personal statement got me into the University of Nottingham to study pharmacy, where I've just graduated from. If you're thinking of applying to university, I hope this personal statement helps. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video.